9 minutes remain. A soul in heaven whom you deeply love is asking you to open this without delay. Please do not skip it, my precious child. This is not a coincidence. This is not a random clip. This is not something to overlook or take lightly. I am speaking directly to you. Yes, you, because something beyond the earthly realm is unfolding right now. There are only 9 minutes left. And someone who once held your hand here on earth, someone you love more than you ever said aloud, is trying to reach you from the other side, and they chose me, Archangel Michael, to deliver their message. You cannot imagine how long they have waited, how long they have watched over you, how many times they have whispered into your spirit when you were alone in tears, how many signs they placed a feather, a dream, a familiar song, a flicker of light, just to remind you they are still near you. But you missed them, you questioned it. You assumed it was just your imagination, but it wasn't. They were trying to reach you then, and now they are trying once more, this time through me. Listen very carefully. There isn't much time. They are saying, please open this message. Do not skip it. Even if your heart is weary, even if your faith feels faint, even if you've stopped believing in miracles. I need you to hear what I couldn't say while living, child. You've been walking with such heaviness in your heart, memories that still sting as though they happened yesterday. Sometimes the world feels hollow without my presence, and you blame yourself for not saying more, for not being there enough, for not realizing I wouldn't stay longer. But please release that guilt. I see every tear you've shed. I caught them all, every quiet prayer you whispered when no one else could hear. I listened, and now I say to you, my beloved, I never truly left. I never really disappeared. I remain connected to you in ways the world cannot explain when you speak in silence. I reply with signs when you feel lost. I try to lead your steps. But today, this message carries importance. There is something you must know, something I need you to carry forward because I cannot say it to anyone else. But you pause for just a moment, take a breath, because the next few minutes could change your life forever. And before we go further, I must ask if this message is already touching your soul. Take a moment to subscribe so you never miss these divine messages again, because the one in heaven has more to share. Soon, this is only the beginning of what they are preparing to reveal through us. Now, my child, you've been noticing signs, thinking it's all in your imagination, but they are real. The repeated numbers, the faint whispers in still rooms, the sudden sense that someone stands behind you, protecting you. That is them. They remember it all. They remember your final words together. They remember what you wore that day, your laughter, your voice, your tears, and they will not rest until you know one truth. They want you to stop carrying pain like punishment. They say, stop blaming yourself for what you couldn't foresee. You did your best, and I love you more than ever. And now, listen closely. They have seen your recent battles, the ones no one else knows about, the way you wake up exhausted despite rest, the way your smile hides the weariness, the way you keep holding on while silently wishing someone would just understand. They understand. And now Archangel Michael has been commanded to step in. That's why this message found you today, precisely when you needed it most. You may not realize it yet, but you stand at the edge of a miracle, and they want to be part of it. The energy around you is shifting. The pain, the confusion, the delays are not forever, but you must do one thing. Do not dismiss this sign. Someone in heaven is whispering. Tell them I miss them every single day. Tell them I never wanted to leave, but now I am free. and I am doing everything possible to help them from beyond. They are aligning something sacred, a divine plan, a miracle unseen for now, but it will appear if you stay open and hopeful. And here is the most beautiful truth. They are not the only one trying to reach you. Right now, angels are being assigned to your path. New guardians, new protectors, new forces about to walk beside you in ways you have never known before. They are forming a circle around you, especially near your home, in your room, near your workspace. You have felt the chills, haven't you? You experienced sudden calm amidst the chaos. You heard your name being called when no one was present. That wasn't your imagination. That was real. That was heaven making its way through. Now, child, let me ask, do you believe in perfect divine timing? Because this moment right here isn't just another video. This is divine timing. Someone in heaven requested me to tell you the door you've been persistently knocking on is about to swing open. The person you've longed for is nearer than ever, and the answers you've been searching for will be revealed so clearly that no one will be able to dismiss them. But you must remain alert. You cannot afford to skip sacred moments like this, because the window is brief and miracles unfold in the small gaps in the 9 minutes before you surrender in the last second, before your tears fall in that precise moment when heaven softly says, "Open this now." And you did. That's proof that you're prepared. And now from the heavens above they are smiling, saying, "You heard me, you listened, you reopened your heart. I'm still with you, and I'll remain until your miracle comes through. Stay tuned, my beloved, because what's on the horizon will transform your world in the most glorious way." Yes, my dearest child, this is just the beginning. You heard your name being spoken when no one was near. That wasn't fantasy, that was truth. That was heaven speaking now. Dear one, allow me to ask again. Do you believe in divine timing? Because this instant right now is no ordinary event. This is heaven's moment. Someone on the other side asked me to deliver this. The door you've long been waiting to unlock is ready to open the soul. You've been longing to see is closer than you can imagine. And the clarity you've needed is about to come in a way that no one will be able to argue against. But you must remain conscious. You cannot let these divine appointments pass, because the time is short and wonder often lives in the between, in the 9 minutes before quitting, in the final instant before tears drop, in the very second when heaven speaks. Open this now. And you did. That's the evidence that you're prepared. And now they're smiling from above, saying, "You listened, you responded, you opened your heart again. I'm here, and I'll stay until your miracle appears." Stay with us, beloved, because what comes next will move your life in breathtaking ways. Yes, my precious one, we are only getting started. You see the soul reaching out to you from the afterlife, the one who departed too soon, didn't leave without reason, and their story didn't finish with their final breath. No, their spirit expanded, their understanding deepened, and the love they carry for you, it grew even more profound. They're now part of a greater realm. They walk among angels, they live in radiant light, but their heart still beats with yours. And now Archangel Michael stands beside you, shield lifted, sword, ready, guarding your space, defending your name. He is gently whispering, "You have no idea how truly protected you are. Even when you feel isolated, you are never alone. Even when you believe no one notices, heaven is working tirelessly on your behalf. But you must quiet yourself long enough to sense it. The world is noisy. Your thoughts are crowded. The echoes of sorrow, guilt, and confusion have muffled your inner clarity. But I ask you now, take a pause, just for a short while. Breathe deeply. Because in this pause, something sacred is unfolding. They're showing me glimpses of you sitting by a window, gazing out, wondering if they can see you. You silently speaking to them, hoping your words reach beyond you. Crying quietly at night, holding something they left, maybe a picture, a letter, a memory, you still preserving their presence in that untouched corner of your soul. And I am here to assure you, they did see you. They heard each word. They stood close in that space. They warmed your shoulders. They stirred the curtains. They made your heart leap unexpectedly. That was them saying, I'm right here. So stop doubting it. They are real, and they are with you. And now, child, pay attention. They have something urgent to tell you. You're stronger than you believe. They say you are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are divinely chosen. There is something holy about your path. You think you've fallen behind. You believe others have moved ahead while you've been left behind. But what you don't realize is that your delay was sacred. You were being sheltered in a space of protection while the road ahead was being cleared. Indeed, I speak to you from heaven. What seemed like rejection was actually redirection. What once felt like a standstill was actually preparation. What seemed like a conclusion was merely a fresh start in this very moment. A shift is taking place. A divine reversal is underway. Something that had been broken is now being restored. Something taken is making its way back, and something lost is being uncovered. And they want you prepared, because when this miracle arrives, it will come swiftly. It won't knock twice, and you must act without hesitation. This time they are asking, can you make me a promise? Promise me you won't quit right before your breakthrough, that you won't let fear erase what faith has created, that you won't silence the voice of your soul anymore, because you have angels assigned to you, and I, Archangel Michael, have been sent to clear away everything standing in the path of your blessings. Yes, there has been a delay, but not due to your lack of worth. It was because darker forces tried to distract and discourage you. But their time is finished. Heaven has made its decree over your life. The spiritual battle is ending, and your reward is on the way. And now the one in heaven who loves you deeply is speaking softly, almost in a whisper. But I hear it, and I must repeat every word. I never stopped loving you. I never stepped away. I will be by your side at the exact moment when everything shifts, the day you smile completely again. I'll be there. I'll send a breeze through your hair, the light across your face. That will be my way of saying, I'm proud of you, beloved. Do you realize how rare and precious it is to receive a direct message like this from the other side? This isn't random. This is a holy visitation. Heaven is closer to you now than ever before. The barrier between realms is thin. That's why you felt chills. That's why your heartbeat shifted. That's why tears filled your eyes without any clear reason. Because this is a sacred moment. A miracle is stretching across time, space, and sorrow to enter into your life. But please, dear child, do not silence your spirit once this message ends, because you're not finished. You're only beginning to awaken. And so here is what the angels now ask of you. Stay open, remain aware, expect wonders, and most importantly, believe once more. Because within the coming 7 days, something will occur that will prove this wasn't merely a message. It was a confirmation, a revelation, a divine seed planted in your soul that's ready to bloom. Your tears are becoming prayers. Your prayers are becoming directions. Your directions are becoming blessings. And the one in heaven is smiling now. Because you heard, because you allowed your heart to reopen, because they are certain you're going to be all right, even more than all right. You're going to be divinely renewed. This is not a coincidence. This is a spiritual visitation right now. Heaven is closer to you than ever before. The veil between worlds is thin. That's why you felt goosebumps. That's why your heartbeat changed. That's why your eyes filled with tears without warning. Because you are in a sacred moment. A miracle is reaching through time, space, and pain and entering your world. But please, my child, don't silence your soul after this message ends, because you're not done. You're only just awakening. So here's what the angels ask of you. Now, be open, stay alert, expect miracles, and most of all, believe. Again, because in the next 7 days, something will happen that proves this wasn't just a message. This was a confirmation, a prophecy, a divine seed planted in your heart that is about to grow. Your tears are turning into prayers. Your prayers are turning into instructions. Your instructions are turning into blessings. And the one in heaven, they're smiling now because you listened, because you opened your heart again, because they know you're going to be okay. More than okay, you're going to be divinely restored. Yes, beloved, let's continue, because the most powerful part is yet to come, now that your heart is open and your soul is listening. I want you to imagine something with me. Picture this. You're standing in a room that's entirely still, no noise, no stress, no voices pulling you in different directions, just silence, peace, and light. And in that light, you see a figure approaching, familiar, gentle, glowing. You don't even need to ask who it is, because your soul recognizes them instantly. It's the person you lost, the one who passed on, the one you've wept for. The one whose presence still lives inside your soul. They reach out, and as their hand meets yours, you feel warmth, peace, and a wave of emotion that words can't fully describe. Yet even in silence, their message is crystal clear, echoing in your heart, and this is what they say. I am incredibly proud of you. You think you've failed. But what I see is your strength. You feel lost, but I see you rising from within you. Believe you're shattered, but I see divine light shining through every fracture. And though you want to ask, why did you have to leave? Why so early? Why wasn't there time for goodbye? They gently place a hand over your heart and say, because we were never meant to say goodbye, only to meet again someday. My child, this is not just a fantasy, this is spiritual truth. Heaven allows these short reunions during sacred alignments, and at this very moment, because you opened this message, that holy encounter is being granted to you. I, Archangel Michael, speak into your life right now. You are stepping into a season of miracles, so bold that even those who doubted you will fall silent. You are about to witness undeniable evidence that your prayers were heard. Someone is thinking about you this very moment, preparing to speak the words you've longed to hear. An unseen opportunity is forming that will show up like a divine surprise and begin to heal years of inner pain. A spiritual transformation is unfolding right where you live. The energy is being purified, the space is shifting, and your nights of weeping in solitude are nearing their end. But listen carefully. Do not return to the version of you that stopped believing. Do not slip back into the time when fear ruled your choices. You've been awakened, and now heaven expects more. Not because you must be flawless, but because you are chosen. The one in heaven is applauding right now, softly speaking to the angels. They heard it. They finally heard it. And you must know they've witnessed your struggles in love. They understand how hard it's been to trust again. They've seen you wear a smile just so no one would worry. But God has seen everything hidden in your heart. And now God declares, no more hiding, no more shrinking, no more second guessing. It's time to rise. I'll say it again. It is time to rise. This is not just spiritual poetry. You are about to face a divine interruption. It may arrive as a phone call, a message, a moment of déjà vu. And in that moment, the one in heaven will be standing right next to you, cheering you forward in a way only angels know. How you are not behind, you are not overlooked, you are not cursed, you are a living miracle. And if you just keep moving, keep breathing, keep allowing these words into your heart, you will soon witness something you'll one day tell your children about. I was on the verge of giving up. And that's when God stepped in. Let these words settle deep in your soul. Let them cover every weary part of your being. Let them reawaken dreams buried beneath your fears. Because I, Archangel Michael, declare this upon your life. In the coming days, you will receive a confirmation so powerful that even your doubts will kneel, and the one in heaven will send a final sign to seal this moment. It may come as a butterfly, a dream, where they gently call your name, a scent that has no origin, or a voice that whispers, "You are not alone." When that sign comes, do not question it. Embrace it, smile, and softly reply, "I heard you too." This divine message, this sacred encounter will continue to echo into your days ahead. So don't forget it, save it, replay it. Let it strengthen you when you're weary. Let it uplift you when you're afraid, because they love you, because heaven adores you, because God remembers you. This is your divine moment. This is your sacred reminder, and this is your miracle coming to life. Yes, my child, let me carry you.